And time again, the Faroe Island salmon from Egg Harbor. Well, today we're bringing you the largest fillets that we've ever brought to you before. So now you can enjoy even more of that beautiful color, that rich flavor, the freshness of Faroe Island salmon, which is unmatched and world-renowned. And today we have it for you in an 8-count and on 5 easy monthly payments of $28.60. Brittany Rastelli's here, part of the Rastelli family, and of course part of the Rastelli Food Group, which is our #1 food brand here at QVC. Brittany, first and foremost, it smells amazing, right? Everything is just beautiful and delicious here. As the director of culinary for Egg Harbor, this is your #1 product here at QVC. In fact, it's our #1 selling fish.
It is, yes. And that's all kind of in a testament to where it comes from. Knowing your source. Finding out my source about what I eat and where it comes from changed everything, especially here. So the Faroe Islands, if you're not familiar, are located just north of Scotland in an absolutely beautiful, pristine body of water. But what's really unique about the space is there's a very strong Arctic current here, right in the middle of those fjords and sounds that flows through, keeping that water very cold and then very, very clean. So the salmon are out there in the open ocean. They're fed an all-natural, hormone-free, antibiotic-free diet. And then they come out of the water right there in the Faroe Islands, where they are individually packaged and blast frozen after the bones have been taken out, the skin has been taken off, and they are center cut portions. And so you're the very first person to defrost it.
And here's the thing here, I actually want to show you this, right? So first and foremost, you're going to get 8 of them. They're 8 ounces each. We never ever offer them at 8 ounces. You get the seasoning package to go along with it, which by the way, you could turn into a dressing, you could mix it with mayonnaise, and it turns into an amazing spread. There are so many ways to use that. But here's what I want to show you, right? Look at the color. Look at the color of the salmon and look at the center portion that you're getting, right? So if you take the overhead shot, you'll see that this is right from the center of the salmon. You never get the head, you never get the tail, you always get a beautiful piece from the center. But Brittany, that matters because that's the area that has like the most like kind of beefiness, if you say that, right?
Absolutely. I mean, salmon is very similar to steak in the sense that we want great marbling and we want a high quality. So it's kind of similar to that. The marbling and then of course the color is what is letting us know that this is high in omega-3s, high in omega-6s, and that marbling is going to break down and give us this beautiful buttery texture and the mild flavor that a salmon should have. Alberto, you've been eating salmon forever,
Oh,
right?
and I eat it 3 times a week.
For the health benefits,
yes,
right?
Of course, the omegas.
Exactly. So if you're someone that eats it for those reasons, but you don't really look forward to the salmon journey, I always encourage everybody to try this one because we honestly look forward to the Faroe Island salmon every time we make it at home. And it's so easy
Listen,
to prepare
if you've
home.
ever purchased salmon anywhere else, you're probably getting something that has been frozen and then defrosted and frozen and defrosted 2 or 3 times. You bring it home, you put it in the freezer, then you defrost it, and when you open up the package, you're like, oh, that smells weird, right? This is frozen at the dock. And then the only time it's ever defrosted is the time that you defrost it and cook it for your family. Whether you're serving it over a delicious pasta, maybe it's over a beautiful salad. You know, I think a very traditional Easter meal is, salmon fillets or a salmon steak of some sort, like a large salmon piece.
Yes, and we cook this on Easter actually kind of with a crust on it, whether it is Parmesan crust or here we did it with the toasted almonds. So that's kind of what we do on Easter. These are also 8-ounce portions. So if you are cooking this for Easter and you're having other things, let's say you're doing a ham, we cut one in half for you. We're going to show you what we do when they're still raw. Cut them in half. You have 2 4-ounce pieces, or you can go further. I know, Alberta, you like our bacon wrapped
I love the bacon
salmon that we do.
Listen, you could literally cut this in 4 and still have the biggest bacon wrapped salmon like appetizers for anybody in the family. Here's what I will tell you, is that this is supposed to be on a little bit later in my Garden to Table show.
Yes.
We now have fewer than, Mike, tell me again how many? We now have fewer than 1,400 to go around. This actually sold out since it last presented, and this is the very first day that you're seeing it presented this year, and the price on this goes up at the end of the day. It's customer top rated. Our customers love the Faroe Island salmon. Today, we're bringing you more ounces, bigger sizes. Maybe it's for some celebration, or Again, you cut them in half, and now you go from 8 to 16 servings. 5 payments of $28.60, M81417. You know, Brittany, I always tell you that story about how I was at a really nice steakhouse once, and I'm looking at the menu, and I'm looking, and I see Faroe Island salmon on the menu.
Yes.
Do you know how much one fillet of Faroe Island salmon was on the plate?
I can imagine.
Over $40.
Yes.
Over $40. Today, you're getting it home at a better value, a better price, and quite frankly, if you ask me, it's a better experience.
Right. I agree with you. I mean, this is something that the chefs are looking for, and they're naming it on those menus, Faroe Island salmon, because they want you to know that this is a high quality salmon, but they're not doing any more extra work than you're going to do at home. This is such an easy, versatile fish. Salmon can be grilled, baked, pan sauteed like we just did here with a little bit of white wine, lemon, whatever your favorites are. It can go into the air fryer, which is my choice during the week when I only have a few minutes to prepare dinner. It honestly takes me more time to make my side and set the table than it does in the air fryer.
Oh yeah, for me, in my grill, I just tent it in a tin foil, and I put it on the grill for about 7 to 8 minutes, and then when I go back, it's perfectly cooked, exactly the way that I like it.
Every time.
M81417 is your item number. If you want the best salmon experience, today is your day to pick it up at our store because it's voted best fish several years in a row. And it's our #1 selling food item outside of a Today's Special Value. Like day in and day out, more people are catching the Faroe Island salmon than any other catch that we have at QVC. So order it for yourself and try it out. M81417, that's going to be on a little bit later in Garden to Table, so you want to check out of your shopping cart.